If you're wondering what I had delivered from MATCO, here it is. A JSC770. White with the red trim and 7 drawers instead of 6. And I'm about to show you my setup and what all I've got in there. So I hope you enjoy. Before we get started, if you check out my first video, you'll see my original setup that I had. And it was with the US General toolbox that I've got the top piece to here that I still use for random nuts and bolts. Got the bottom 2 pieces out in my shop. And I'll put the link above so you can check that out. Now let's go ahead and get started on the MATCO box. All right, so first things first, let's get this thing opened up. So on the top, I have not removed the protective coating. It is stainless underneath. I'm just trying to keep it neat and clean as long as possible. And here's what I've got up top. Got all my screwdrivers, Snap On. Got a pry bar, a couple of picks, a few MATCO tools and just random stuff. Got my charger for my Craftsman drill, tape measure, and then here's the sockets. So it's a mixture of Craftsman and Snap On. Just purchased these and I haven't even opened them yet, so more to come on that. Like I said, I've got a mixture here, and there's a few MATCO also. Also got my Snap On ratcheting screwdriver that matches the box, and that's the top drawer. Second drawer is the ratchets, pliers, and extensions. So I've got my 3 Comfort Grip Snap-on ratchets with the green. These just recently came out. Absolutely love them. If you've seen my previous video, I already had this. Just changed out the handle. Snap-on 1/4 inch, SK 3/8, and my original Craftsman set. Got a mixture of Snap-on, MATCO, and Craftsman here. Just the different extensions, and I actually have a few Pittsburgh. Rarely used, but they're there when you need them. And over here I've got vice grips, some SK, Snap-on, another SK, and I think this was a Stanley. It's an older one. So that is the ratchet drawer. Next, got the wrenches and hammers, crescent wrenches, and the channel lock. So over here I've got my Snap-on from 8 up to 19. And then I've got a mixture of some Craftsman in here, different sizes. Also got the 5/8 Snap-on stubby. That is a great little wrench. Got a MATCO 10mm flex head ratcheting wrench, just for tight spaces. The old MATCO hammer, random off-brand. And looks like we got some crescent and an old Craftsman. So that is the wrench drawer. All right, in the next drawer, we got just a lot of random tools and parts that I use. And in this corner, I've got the Snap-on 13-piece bit set. Great little set. Got this little small ratchet off the MATCO trucks, a little Sunex brand. Got my nitrile gloves, a little Blue Point box cutter. Some old Craftsman gloves, a couple old hammers that belonged to my granddad. And don't waste your money on this set from Harbor Freight. It gets you out of a bind, but that's it. Do have some Pittsburgh Allen keys. And I've got my Snap-on T-handle set. Great little set for the money. Teflon tape. Just some random parts that I use I didn't want to have to create a spot for, so I just got them here. And then these two is just for quick grab and go. Need a screwdriver or a ratchet. Just some old ones that I've had forever. If you saw my other video about the Capri tools, here's that ratchet. Still using it a lot, just trying to test its durability, and so far so good. Got the Snap-on light. Love this little guy. If you're thinking about getting one, get it. You'll love it. Just a few little random parts back here, a file, steel wool, things like that. All right, next drawer down is my automotive tool drawer. So I've got some just random stuff for the air compressor, a couple MATCO tools here. These are great, didn't spend much on them. Will get you out of a bind when you need it. And a few little foam pads for my dual action polisher I got from Harbor Freight. Works really good. Oil filter wrenches. The Toyota Lexus oil filter adapter remover right here. This thing works really great. Drum brake spring tool. Let's see, got my code reader. It does what you need it to. Got the adapter to fill up a 5R55S transmission from a Ford. A few random things here. Fuel filters for my 82 Chevy. And just picked these up. Haven't got a chance to use them. So hopefully they'll be awesome. Next drawer down, just where I've got the power tools. So I've got my Craftsman 18-volt drill that I'm about to replace. Little screw gun from Channel Lock. It works when you need it. $10 drill from Harbor Freight. Not going to say any more about that. And I've got the old Craftsman 1/2-inch impact. That thing's been great. And this is the random drawer that I haven't set up yet. So I've got these Snap-on fender covers, just a few random tools right there, some old needle nose vice grips from Harbor Freight. Don't waste your money. Got some parts for a rear drum brake job I've got to do, and some front brake pads for a French truck I've got to work on. All right, the bottom drawer is more of my large tools. So I've got the Tecton 1/2-inch torque wrench that works really good for the money. If you're not using it very often. I've got a 15-inch Snap-on breaker bar right here. Works really good. Cheap little compressor, works off your cigarette lighter. Then I've got the Amsoil fluid pump right here. Craftsman C-clamp. Zip ties, a couple random trays. This is a neat little set that I got off Amazon for about 30 bucks, just for doing, you know, the rear brakes and such. Help get you out of a bind when you need it. And like I say, not an expensive tool, but I'm not going to use it very often. So it'll do what it needs to for me. And then here is the Snap-on coolant refiller kit. Really been nice having that. So hope you enjoyed. That's a tour of my new MATCO JSC770. And thanks for watching.